Hello and welcome to a rather sombre edition of the weekly Waller review and preview show. Obviously, we come with some sad news of the passing of the mighty Riff rocket, champion 3-year-old
New South Wales
Horse of the Year.
Yep.
Um,
It was a tough week. Had a colic surgery 7 days ago. Was coming through it pretty well. It's never easy, and you never get too far ahead of yourselves. It's only one way of the colics, or two ways of the colic surgery. It's good or bad, and unfortunately, we're talking about bad news today. Great horse, 3-time Group 1 winner, just in a small handful of race starts. Victorian. Both derbies, our first Australian derby. Meant a lot to the whole family, not just the Capitas family who owned it and cherished it and loved the horse.
Coolmore family.
Coolmore.
Raised him.
Yeah. Our team all around Australia were touched by him. George, who strapped him in Sydney, Dell in Melbourne, Joe who's now in Dubai, Lizzie, all Stuart and all the team. Just touches everybody. So tough, but everyone did the best they could for him. And
Gone but not forgotten.
certainly not. He's touched our hearts. He was a tough bugger. Tough.
Absolutely. And whilst we're on the negative note or the sombre note, we'll discuss
We had a couple
the
missed the mark.
Of the weekend.
Well,
Switzerland.
Well, Riff puts it in perspective, doesn't it? Switzerland missed the target. He's a colt. He's very fresh. He raced keenly. It just didn't work out. And I think he's pulled up. Well, I know he's pulled up a little bit sore. He's got a cut in one of his legs. So we'll probably be forced to miss the Golden Rose, but probably a good thing. Just get back on track. And
Aim at a Coolmore.
My word, Roman Consul into the Coolmore.
Okay.
4 weeks, 3 weeks.
He's a good horse, so don't forget him. Do not forget him.
No.
Via Sistina. Tricky.
Yeah, it was 6 seasons in 1 day at Flemington, and
you only got there at midday. Imagine if you were there from 7. What a crazy place.
And look, I know she ran second in the Champions Stakes on Champions Day at Ascot, but I don't think she handled it. James said she was never really comfortable, couldn't quicken in it, sustained her momentum in the straight, not as if she sprinted and got tired. She actually couldn't go in it.
Interesting, isn't it?
And Jolly Star, we're going to ask me about that.
Yeah, I was.
We'll get all the bad news out of the way. She's fine. So that's the bad news out of the way. There's nothing wrong with her.
All roads towards an Everest.
Yeah, she was. Look, our instructions to Kieran was to be quiet early, set her up for a good second half, which is how she races. He's gone across to find a spot, and all of a sudden the leader's 8 in front. And the race just got away from her. They basically run it in single file. We were out sort of 2.5 wide. You might as well call it 3 wide, no cover. Wasn't anyone's fault.
But made it tough.
That 1,200 metres,
Keep turning.
she just keeps turning. Although hers was a bit further. I know it was 1,200,
No, it's 12.
So you just never had a chance to breathe, travel, and she'll be fine. She's bounced out of it. She'll be ready to go in the Golden Pendant and hopefully on to the Everest.
3 weeks into an Everest.
My word.
And we know she goes well fresh. So. Righto. Whilst all that was happening, we were having an absolute blast with all the other runners.
Yeah.
Old Unusual Legacy romped home.
You were getting trifectas and firsts and
more firsts. Yeah. Jeez, it made you thirsty, didn't it? That much. Anyway, Unusual Legacy.
Good. Yeah, he's a terrific stayer on the rise.
Metro.
Can
he win a Group 1?
I think. Look, he's tracking the right way. Our man,
2,400
Mr. Mulo, thinks he'll stay. He's a good judge of a horse. There's a bit of stamina in the pedigree.
Mean a lot to you winning for them, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. They've been with me a long time. Tony
Keep
and
your wife
Jana.
happy too.
Yeah, she's got a little share in it.
Yeah, be like a double up. Then Methuselah.
Yeah.
Couple of Rumbos had there.
Yeah. he's found solid form. The last 3 of his last 4, I think, have been wins, and on good tracks. Those 3 or 4. The fourth one wasn't.
The distance was no issue, was it?
No.
Absolutely ate it up.
So he's tracking along nicely, and I love those horses going into a Metrop with good form, winning form.
Firestorm romping home for a stable trifecta.
Yeah.
And Chica Mojito and Marymount Buller.
All 3 of them will win group races, won't they?
Yeah, I would have thought so. And then
Yeah, it was good racing.
last but certainly not least at Flemington was
We got one. We got
No.
one in Melbourne. Chrysaor.
No. What about little old lady? Lady Shenandoah.
Oh.
Jay Ford just
Oh, yeah.
bumbling around with 53, no problem.
Hermitage have got some nice fillies.
Haven't they what? They've invested though.
They have.
They've invested hard.
Yeah.
Now reaping the rewards.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
Guy Mulcaster loved her at the sales, and Julie bought her. And she's probably number 2 seed to Autumn Glow at the moment, but some nice races coming up for the lady.
And like you said, Star Thoroughbreds was a nice winner at Flemington with
Yeah.
Caulfield.
Yeah, Craig Newitt in the saddle, blast from the past. He's won a Metrop for us. And he took them back and went round them and won very well.
Bloused them,
Did.
didn't he?
It's great to
Absolutely
see.
walloped them. Anyway, leading into this weekend, we've got a ripping lineup of horses. Likely to have just 2.
Yeah.
Could potentially have more if it was a small field.
Yeah, so
the
we're
7.
doing the show before the acceptances. But I think it'll be Zugotcha and
Fanny.
yeah. So Zugotcha was brilliant. Beat Fangirl last up.
Yeah. And no Veer Cecina to contend with this time.
Nope.
Tommy will only have to look one way, won't he?
Yeah, hope so. Anyway, both horses have worked very well. Yeah, can't separate them.
Tommy reckons she's improved.
Zugotcha. Yeah. So does
Off the
James.
trial.
James thinks Fangirl's improved.
Okay. Match race. And there's a few others in there from other stables, so they better have improved as well.
Yeah.
Huh? You forget about them, don't we? Anyway, we can only worry about our own, so that's what we do. We worry hard. Anyway, leading into the T-Rose Stakes, we could well end up with 3 in the race. Obviously, the leader of the pack would be Autumn Glow.
Yes, she's trained on well. 1400 metres should suit. She faces some different horses though. The 2 horses that have Quinella both the legs of the Princess series so far are in it. So we have to beat them and others. But Autumn Glows very well. She should love the 1400.
Lazura was brilliant first up.
She was.
Going to improve over
She
14.
She ran third to those 2 horses, Charles. And she will, she'll improve. I think 1400 metres will suit. Yeah. So she's there, and De Clichy, is it?
Yeah, De Clichy, who's also in Melbourne with Joe on.
I think Melbourne's a preference, but barrier draws will tell us a bit more in the morning.
And James has got off now to ride Autumn Glow. What does that tell you?
I'm not sure.
Well,
Hey?
let's just say
No, James is, I wouldn't read too much into it. James is very loyal to our stable.
he is.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's a good boy. Yeah. And our owners get the benefit of using James a lot more.
Yeah. Big perk. Okay, into the Bill Ritchie. You might also have a 3-pronged attack in McHale, down on the lightweight of 53.
Well, he's got similar form to Crosshair. And sort of those fillies that trifected up on last Saturday. So, yeah, he's...
Be great for Catherine and Oliver in those colours, wouldn't it?
Yeah, would be.
They're passionate owners.
My word. So he's going well. He trialled enormous.
Roots, also in on the Friday in the Tibby.
Yeah, we'll see where she draws best and where she's suited best, but I heard you saying before that she's quite well suited in the
She's
Tibby.
quite well suited in the Tibby. J-Max Gannon, Newcastle.
Is he?
Scarlet Oak.
She's a good mare. Filly.
53 here, 58 in the Tibby.
Is she?
58.
Yeah, right. Well, she's best placed in the Bill Ritchie if she gets a start.
Winning, you're in. You did that last year.
Bradina.
Radina. No penalty, exempt from ballot. Off you go.
Surprised you can remember.
Yeah, I can.
Who wrote it?
I don't know. Some dolly bird, I think.
Mum. Kathy.
2 of them. Grace wrote it as well.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah.
That's
Yeah. There you go. Is that cheating almost if 2 of them wrote it? All right. Anyway, time will tell. Steward's inquiry. Kingston Town, Francesco Gardi.
He's come back
Horseway to
well.
Melbourne.
He's up to a suitable distance, 2,000 metres. A little bit to like about his last run, and as you know, he's a good horse on his day, so up to 2,000, big plus.
El Bodegon.
We've changed his work up a bit. He's galloping once a week, but he's having a good solid gallop when he has a gallop. So he's bouncing off the track. I'd love him to bounce back into form. Doesn't need a
Half
run
length to Animo.
third in a Cox Plate, even if he just run 8th in a Cox Plate.
Bugger that. What, and then won a Melbourne Cup off it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going with. Land Legend.
I like this horse. He's working towards something good. And 2,000 metres will be a big plus.
And Valiant King.
I like this horse too. We like a lot of horses, don't we?
We do. We've got a lot of good horses.
We're very friendly, stable.
Yeah.
The King is ready to run well. Slight question whether the 2,000 metres is too far. But a mile for a horse that doesn't like a mile is probably too far.
Especially in a
So at
Group
least
1 mile.
Yeah.
Makes it even harder.
He'll get his chance to
Get his breathing right. Be happy.
happy, smiling.
Likeable chap, isn't he?
Yeah. See him at the 200 metre mount with his teeth out, smiling. Away we go. He's getting for a good prep.
Yeah. Melbourne Cup.
Hope so.
Cool. 88 mile Snowman.
Um,
Drawn 4.
It's Tuesday, Charlie.
That's where we're drawing.
Okay. If he draws that well, he'll come up. If he doesn't draw that well, he'll stay in Melbourne and run Sandown next week. But he's going well enough.
Okay. Congregation in the 1400.
Wasn't suited by the on-pace bias last start. Can bounce back. 1400 will suit better.
And Pure Alpha.
He's working well. Can't fault him. He's a nice horse. This is his type of race.
Galloped nicely this morning, didn't he?
Yep.
And there's your form line. If this race comes before Hammett runs at the Provincials on the same day, then you know to have a load on Hammett because they work pretty well together. One's going to a Saturday at Randwick and one's going to the Provincials. Anyway, without further ado, we rip down to Caulfield where we have Private Life and Mr. Moreira, who keeps a bit of a private life, doesn't he?
He does. Yeah. It's good to see him in town this morning.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah. Nice smile on his face.
What was the description he got from Mr. Massara?
Not sure.
He's a sunny character.
Yeah, he is.
Everything's positive with Joe. Pleasure to have him here.
My word, one of the world's best.
No, he's there at Kembla on Thursday, won't they? My word. Hey? Anyway, Private Life.
He's
Beautiful first up, wasn't
he? Yeah. He only got out in time, but that's all you need to do.
Would you say that's probably going to go down as the toughest benchmark 64 ever run on record? Geez, it had some good horses in it.
Oh, yeah. Top 10.
Top 10 for sure. DeClichy.
She's going well. She got round the left-handed way this morning like nobody's business.
Like a cat in silk slippers. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. In the 78 2000, Quantum Cat in Denmark.
Both going okay. They just need a little bit of confidence. Okay. Yeah. Quantum Cat's probably slight my preference, but the other horse is capable.
In the Mares 84 14, Anahita.
Yeah, I'd like to see a soft 5 or soft 6 track with her. Good draw, and I think she'll be better left-handed.
Okay, and then into the Group 1 to finish things off. Buckaroo.
Terrific last start.
Wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Might have only knocked off Hinged, but Hinge is a good horse. She knows when to fire.
10-time Group 1 placed Hinge.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
No. And look, that track was pretty firm that day, and I don't think Bucky liked it that much.
No.
He draws the gate. Joe Moreira steer. They'll know he's there.
And Kovalika.
Good first up run.
Upset the party.
Yeah.
Upset Buckaroo.
He'll only go if he draws well. Otherwise, he'll be kept fresh for the Epsom. But he's going well.
Narrowly beaten in the Epsom last year, wasn't he?
Redina.
Geez, we got a strong hand in the Epsom this year.
Well, just wait,
Just
Charlie.
look out. Whoa. Anyway, Everyone, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week, hopefully on a more cheery note.